regent a few years later, so I was second in line to the throne. My brother, Nikolai, who was 4 years my senior, had been training to take over for our grandfather, King Edward, since he was old enough to walk. Once Nikolai had children, I would be bumped further down the line of succession, something I had zero complaints about. I wanted to be queen as much as I wanted to bathe in a vat of acid. Emma frowned in disappointment. Well, the sentiment is the same. "Emma!" one of the other staff members called out. "We've got a situation with the cats." She sighed. "It's always the cats," she muttered. "Anyway, I wanted to tell you about my retirement before you heard it from anyone else. I'll still be here until the end of next week, so I'll see you on Tuesday." "Sounds good." I hugged her goodbye and watched her rush off to deal with a literal cat fight, the pang in my chest growing. I was glad Emma hadn't told me about her retirement until the end of my shift, or it would have been in my head the whole time.
"Are you ready, Highness?"
Booth asked, clearly eager to get away from Leather. "Yes, let's go."
"Yes, let's go."
Leather squawked as we exited.
"Spank me!"
My laugh finally broke free at Booth's grimace. "I'll miss you, and so will Leather." I stuffed my hands in my coat pockets to protect them against the sharp autumn chill. "Tell me about the new bodyguard. What's he like?" The leaves crunched beneath my boots as we walked toward my off-campus house, which was only 15 minutes away. I adored fall and everything that came with it. The cozy clothes, the riot of earthy colors on the trees, the hint of cinnamon and smoke in the air. In Athenberg, I wouldn't be able to walk down the street without getting mobbed. But that was the great thing about Thayer. Its student population boasted so many royals and celebrity offspring, a princess was no big deal. I could live my life like a relatively normal college girl.
"I don't know much about the new guard. He's a contractor."
My eyebrows shot up. Really? The Crown sometimes hired private security contractors to serve alongside the Royal Guard, but it was rare. In my 21 years, I'd never had a bodyguard who was a contractor.
"He's supposed to be the best,"
Booth said, mistaking my surprise for wariness.
"Ex-Navy SEAL, top-notch recommendations, experience guarding high-profile personalities. He's his company's most sought-after professional."
An American guard. Interesting. I do hope we get along. When two people were around each other 24/7, compatibility mattered. A lot. I knew people who hadn't meshed with their security details, and those arrangements never lasted long.
"I'm sure you will. You're easy enough to get along with, Your Highness."
"You're only saying that because I'm your boss." Booth grinned.
"Technically, the director of the Royal Guard is my boss."
I wagged a playful finger at him. "Back-talking already? I'm disappointed." He laughed. Despite his insistence on calling me Your Highness, we'd settled into a casual camaraderie over the years that I appreciated. Excessive formality exhausted me. We chatted about Booth's impending fatherhood and moved back to Eldora for the rest of our walk. He was near bursting with pride over his unborn child, and I couldn't help a small stab of envy. I was nowhere near ready for marriage and kids, but I wanted what Booth and his wife had. Love, passion, choice. Things no amount of money could buy. A sardonic smile touched my lips. No doubt I'd sound like an ungrateful brat to anyone who could hear my thoughts. I could get any material thing I desired with a snap of my fingers, and I was whining about love. But people were people, no matter their title, and some desires were universal. Unfortunately, the ability to fulfill them was not. Maybe I would fall in love with a prince who'd sweep me off my feet, but I doubted it. Most likely, I'd end up in a boring, socially acceptable marriage with a boring, socially acceptable man who only had sex missionary style.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.